All right, let's go, Whalers.
Listen real closely. You know, this is your opportunity. You can go out and you can take it, or you can sit back and let the other team bring it to you.
Boys, when they're young, we start teaching them to be involved in quailing. We've got a lot of young men that are involved in that, and they bond together in quailing. And I think with football, it will bond them closer together, because it's fighting for our village. And like any other place in America, we will be cheering our young men to win.
Don't let one bad play get you down.
Exactly, shake it off and let's go.
You're just as good as anybody else.
Back in 1966, when I was like 15 years old, because Barrow did not have a high school, we left home to go to a boarding school. And for the first time, I saw young people practicing football. And there were some cheerleaders too alongside practicing by the football players. And I said, how do I join that game?
When I first seen football, I seen these people hitting each other and no one disciplining them, and said, wow, that must be good to hit someone and nobody scold you or something. And then
I just pretty much standing around because I didn't know what was happening. But the coaches were eager to teach us what it's all about.
The process of learning took time, and I think that's what Barrow's going to do right now.
And all you got to do is think about seeing Quinn crossing that goal line. Okay?
And we still have those friendships. We bonded like we were one family.
Go Whalers! Let's go! 1, 2, 3, Whalers!
Now that football is here in Barrow, the parents, the whole community, everybody could watch and support. And that's a good part.
Playing in the northernmost football game ever staged in the United States would prove to be historic. But organizing it was quite a challenge for Barrow. For some representing Delta Junction, and faced with a 500-mile flight to otherwise inaccessible Barrow, it simply defied belief.
In July, I pulled up our fall schedule, and I noticed that Barrow was on the football schedule, and I called the high school principal immediately and said, did you make a mistake?
We had to ask everybody, where can we put a field? And everybody was kind of scratching their head. We didn't know.
I didn't believe it, because there really isn't any ground up here. It's either tundra or the gravel on the beach, or maybe a little pounded down road, and that's it.
No offense to Green Bay. Absolutely no offense to Green Bay. But they've never been here, and they don't know what tundra is. This place is cold. It's nosebleed cold. It's frozen, and literally, we're playing on permafrost.
The only concerns I have is maybe having enough tape or band-aids and stuff for the elbows and knees.
It's hardcore, you know. It doesn't give like grass or anything like that. It's just raw, getting down the dirt.
They came up with this plan for a goalpost that would stay in the tundra, and so then Moosey built it.
My name's Irving Itchenrock, but everybody knows me as Moosey. I have 2 weeks experience building goalposts. This was the first football goalpost we made. Took me about a week and a half.
For the past 3 weeks, been trying to get paint up here for the field. But looks like it's here today, and so we should be okay the day before the game. Maybe.
I never expected that I'd ever be painting gravel, and I can now put painting football fields in the Arctic on my resume.
I just realized if it doesn't dry, we'll have a really nice uniform. Blue, white, and gold.
If the field is as close to the Arctic Ocean as they say, hopefully no kicks or punts go astray, because it'll be pretty hard retrieving them balls. Well, I'm not getting in that cold water.
It's history in the making, once in a lifetime.
This is history, man. I want to be a part of this, and this is awesome.
It looked like a football game any place in the USA. Looks like they got tailgating down. As you scanned the crowds and you noticed all of the color, it was colorful parkas trimmed in furs, and they had their mucklucks on.
We are broadcasting from top of the world, 680 on your AM dial, Barrow, Alaska.
They can't stop our run. You guys are monsters out there. You understand me?
It's fielded by number 21. Oh, he drops it. Picked up by the Delta Junction team.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job.
Here's the snap. He goes back to pass. It's the throw. Oh no, it's intercepted. But he's tackled right away.
Are you kidding me?
Reverse. He's coming back over the left side. No, I think he was dropped for a little bit of a loss.
Play big right now. Here we go. Yes! 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 That's 11. Time!
Whoa. Holy crap.
Oh no, that makes the score right now 34-0, Delta Junction.
I have to say, you know, if it hadn't been for a few big mistakes, about 6-7 plays here, we'd have been a little better off.
You heard it, 34-0.
Great game, Rod.
Delta.
Okay, all right. I'm sure the
We love our waiters! It didn't matter. As long as the guys, we saw our guys and we're proud of them. And we know they'll do good in the future.
We're just going to learn from it and just move on and hope to improve next time. It's good. It felt good to play a first game of football.
I never really feel good like in sports if I lose. Like, this is one of the few times where I feel good because we accomplished something. I think it'd be great if our legacy went on in the future.
We're at the edge of the world in a sense, but now when we watch football here in Barrow, Alaska, it makes you feel like you're part of America now. Go Whalers!